What's
There you
going
go.
on?
Hey everyone, welcome to Yavaskia Here Be Heroes. If you're watching this live, check Josiah's Twitter. He just posted a GIF that cannot be described in words that has broken all of us. I just don't. It's actually like a force of fucking nature, and I might see if I can save it.
I need to get it off my screen right now. Is what needs to happen. Because it's been
It's still
just
on my phone.
okay. I'm on Roll20 now.
Get
like
it
I
out of the
should
way.
be.
Get it out of the way. This is a Monstro situation. Get the meme out of the way so we can do some
Oh,
good
no.
D&D.
No.
Don't you start.
Gosh.
What
I
is
can
this? A
grab that for you if
crossover
you want.
episode? No. The only thing you're allowed to grab from clips is the Willgasm clip, which is a great time.
Yes.
I actually might have that handy.
I do,
I do.
because someone literally commented it just so it could be like saved. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? We're here to play D&D.
There it is.
Doing great.
Good. It's my
Oh.
birthday.
Oh yeah!
I'm old.
How old are you?
28.
You're older than me?
You were
Don't say such things.
you were like 2 weeks older than me.
I thought
Yeah.
that
You're
you were-
4 years older than me, for fucking context.
Yeah, by like a year.
Only,
I'm just surprised it was that close.
You're only 8 years younger than me, so it's not that big of a difference.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the appropriate response.
You're as old as Midori, and Midori is fine. So clearly you're not.
I'm
Like-
officially in my late 20s now. I've been
Oh
saying
yeah!
that, and people have been getting mad at me because they're like, wait, so you're like 27 now? And I'm like, no, I'm 28. 27 is
Seven's
still
in the middle.
mid-20s.
Yes.
23 to 27 is the middle range of the
I'm
20s.
gonna use that because I'm turning 27 like in May.
Exactly. See? Exactly.
Still
Fair.
mid.
It's still
No,
middle.
I don't want to be late 20s.
Yeah, welcome to my hell. I turned into my late 20s this morning.
I'll tell you, mid-20s ain't great. So hopefully the late 20s are way better.
Let me tell you, so far so
Life keeps
bad,
getting
I have a
better.
torn muscle in my shoulder that I don't know how it happened.
Other than that, life keeps
Wow.
getting better. Don't worry.
Man, honestly, Will, like at this point, you might as well just check into a home, call it a day, because like you're basically dead.
I have
Oh.
arthritis.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I
Eat those
love-
fish oil pills.
I love people in their 20s being like, I'm so old. Yeah, yeah. Like, I deeply respect it. It's hilarious. What's also hilarious is, first of all, I look like fucking Dave right now. I'm a golden glowing god, and I can't do anything about it. Second of all, the D&D situation we're in. You know what it is? I finally changed my light bulb, and now I'm
That
Dave.
was a mistake.
Yeah.
You never change it. It stays
Never
dim
change it.
forever. Everything's fine.
Mhm.
I'm
I-
not
I'm-
ending this like light bulbs before I leave. I'm gonna stay black. I don't care.
Yeah.
Landlord can deal with it.
All right.
What's happening?
Last
Ollie?
week in D&D, you found the Gatestone of Fire. It immediately got stone napped, as in stolen, by giants riding a rock that you really had nothing capable of taking care of something like that. And after some fighting of demons and things and waiting and all that sort of good stuff, you finally chase down into the giant's stronghold. On the way, not only making friends with stone giants, but convincing them to revolt against their fire giant masters. And also getting really tired while running into the magma-filled fire giant city because
Oh, fuck,
holy
that's
hell,
right.
it's hot. Yeah, Barut and Tobias have a point of exhaustion right now.
No, I
So
do
does,
as well.
so does Virik. Aelinor.
Yeah.
Yeah, those morning runs finally paid off.
Yep.
I'm so
I've been
sad.
doing this all the time.
Barut has been slacking on them. That's the
practicing.
problem.
I don't disagree.
You
That doesn't
charged.
change the situation.
Unfortunately, hindsight is not gonna be helpful to us if we all die now, which is likely.
So, you charge into the fire giant stronghold with the storm giants starting this rebellion against their masters. And on the way, tried to sneak through the chaos, which of course didn't fucking work. What are you talking about? And the battle starts with you getting right up to the stronghold, like the tower in the middle of the stronghold, the core central place where you're like, if they're going to take a stone somewhere, they're going to take it here. You get right up there before you're found out. The portcullis slams down, blocking the way in. And that's where we start, by me moving things, and then you're going to, not yet, but soon, when I move things into the right way. Oh, you're gonna be having so much fun when I make you roll.
What if we just run away?
Initiative.
There we go.
Can't just run away.
Yeah, dude, can we just run away?
That was a plan we talked about.
Yeah, can we just run away? That's
Oh, damn it. They're not
Not
close
right
enough.
now. Yeah.
I was hoping they were near enough to each other I could darkness them when we run.
No, say. Okay, so like I described, while you're on initiatives, you got right up to the stronghold in the middle of the stronghold. The city itself is I don't think I described it as on stream, but it's like Venice with fucking magma instead of water. There's these sort of roads that go between the magma and whatnot. Magma pours out of structures where it's being processed, or sometimes just for the fucking sake of art. The giant, like, up away from you is actually kind of on top of a building, ready to frickin' throw shit at you. But at the same time, there's a lot more fire giants being attacked by stone giants. The stone giants are vastly outnumbered by fire giants here. It seems that they were literally just, like, guarding an entrance. The real shit starts now, where I roll initiative.
I was gonna say I just see one fire giant, but then I scrolled up and I saw a second one.
yeah.
There he is.
That one.
Didn't it
See,
feel
at
good
the
for
first
just that
hit.
1 second?
for that one moment where there might have only been one to deal with. By the way, Josiah, I did, I believe, keep track of everything on your sheet, so you should
Yeah.
be okay.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
I'm like 85% confident that I
all
checked.
6 of my hit points are there. Don't worry.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Oh, 6!
I can actually see your
Holy.
HP. I still have control over your sheet, which may or
What?
may not matter.
I saw where you put them on initiative.
Spoiler alert. You
Ruh-roh.
rolled good. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay.
My initiative tracker is all over the fucking place.
Well, it's because I
No.
haven't. I have to order it.
Yes.
It doesn't
Okay.
do it automatically. That would be
Really?
too sensible.
That's
Yeah, no,
that's
it
real
doesn't.
dumb.
Yeah. So starting off, which makes sense. What happened is that you were trying to sneak in. You snuck through the city very quickly while this chaos was going on above. Giants throwing things at each other. The stone giants vastly outnumbered, not just in numbers but in equipment, because these fire giants are in full armor with full weaponry, whereas the stone giants are a little more primitive, a little more magical, but a little more primitive. And then,
Well fun.
just as you get to the gate, which was closed but still didn't have the portcullis down over it, one of the giants in this fray sees you and runs over to cut you off. And that is where we start, with the giant right by Tobias and Barut, who are actually the ones slowing down the stealth. And he is going to make an attack at each of them, just to cleave through with the blade. And that's going to hit both of you. And if you want to
God.
see what these giants look like, I just tweeted a picture of them.
They're real cool. Real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, terrifying.
Mm-hmm. They're 20 feet tall. Also, they thick.
Yeah, and they're heavily as armored and have giant swords. Or weapons of, like, some kind.
This one has a great sword. And boy, is it great!
Oh, no.
I look like I'm in a flashback right now. I kind of love it.
I look like I'm gonna die right now.
I.
Tobias!
You are muted, Aaron, by the way.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't speak.
Tobias, you take 24 damage as he kind of swings the blade into you. Then there's the hit against Barut. And Barut, you're going to take a clean 20 damage. Just this one cleave that goes right through the two of you. It's quick enough, the giant moves slow enough that you're aware you're getting baited and do try to move into some kind of defensive position instead of getting stabbed in the back. But there's just this spray of blood that immediately turns into this horrible mist in the sheer heat of this place. Actually, for the luck of you, the giant that's up above does not see you yet. And with that, Aelinor.
Mm-hmm. And can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing. I'm invisible at the moment.
That's true. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You are invisible, and they haven't. That hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah. So I'm going.
I totally
to,
forgot that.
Double move. 15, 20, 25, 30. Right over here. Someone double move as my action. And I think that's it.
I mean, you're only probably going to be invisible for one more turn. I won't put a symbol on you.
Yeah. Didn't bother.
All right.
There
Tobias.
might be a plan there.
'Cause I'm gonna stab. I mean, there might be a plan, but also I'm probably gonna stab.
All right, Tobias.
I mean, the plan is probably.
I would like to go into a rage, please. I am angry.
Rage accepted.
I'll copy that.
Roger.
And then I'm gonna use my first attack to try and climb on this guy.
Okay.
So
It worked
let's see how
last
that
time.
goes. Sure did. Now I'm exhausted, right? So I'm
Level
gonna
1
do this,
exhaustion.
but it's at normal because disadvantage. So let's see how that goes. Not
Not
bad.
bad.
It's good. You know how to climb a fire giant at this point, and they have this kind of lots of slats in their armor actually make perfect for climbing up. Unfortunately, you do get a bit of the way up before he kind of realizes what's happening and just kind of shoves you off with the sort of meat of his palm back down to the ground.
And as he does that, I'm gonna stab him in his hand.
Hell
Maybe.
yeah, you do.
Perfect.
Don't
I love
touch me.
that. Yeah, that's great.
11 slashing.
It's a big, considering there's big creatures that just slice through the sort of bluish palm of this guy's hand. And anything else you'd like to do? Okay.
I can't do anything else. I'm gonna stay put.
Barut.
I'm going to move. Be beside Aelinor.
Okay.
He doesn't know
Although
that.
you can't see me. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
that you're
but
there,
it
which is
it
why-
makes sense he would do
Feel me
that
there.
anyway.
Yeah, I feel your presence.
You feel the divine presence. Yep.
Yeah. And I am gonna cast a spell. Which would be at advantage for this one.
That's
Fuck
a miss.
me, I guess.
You straight up go up behind this guy and you grip onto the back of his boot, and nothing happens.
Yeah. Dang boots.
Dang.
That's all.
Okay, Virik. You were
Okay.
actually the furthest ahead, and the portcullis closes just by your feet.
Okay, so I have a predicament. See, I have a plan. I have an idea, but it would make us lose the invisibility. But the way I see it, you already have advantage anyway. What I want to do is, I think I want to do the darkness, except up on
The
this
one up
boy.
above. Yeah.
Yeah, to cover that area so he can't see us down here.
I don't hate it.
It's 20 foot. Where was the thing?
20 foot
50.
radius.
15-foot radius. That's okay. I
Ah.
can cover most of it at least. Most of him.
And obviously, you'd go from the kneecaps up.
Yeah, yeah.
He gets his face in there and not just darkness on his
Yeah.
body. So he's like, why am I a big old black sheep at the moment?
So that probably a little bit down towards, like that, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like they're on top of a building that's
I
clearly
would have to-
designed to be a bit of a fortification. But yeah, just darkness starts spreading around, and this is just when that fire giantess sort of is like the first one kind of shoves Tobias off and yells in giant and is like, "Help over here!" And they turn, actually hefting up a rock to throw, and then darkness starts appearing around them. They can't see shit.
Okay, that's all I can really do this turn. Actually, no, I'm gonna move down here just in case.
Tobias. I mean, by that I mean Virik. Can you give me a perception check?
Oh, let me switch back to my main thing. I have disadvantage on this, don't I?
Yeah.
Because I need it for perception. Oh my god, you're kidding me!
So, unlike the other parts of the city you've been running through, there's magma that runs between these buildings, and usually not very many entrances. But you actually notice a small kind of 3-foot doorway that would only fit a Nebbling, and it's actually, you see one down here, and you see one up here. It looks kind of mechanical in nature, but it looks like it would most likely go further into the stronghold. But
Okay.
even then, you don't know. You only see enough to be like, there's an entrance there. You don't know how to open it, how even if you can open it, stuff like that.
I will call out in Elvish and say that I've seen there's 2 small entrances either side of the gate a little ways, and sort of try and point in the directions.
It's around 50
That's my
feet
turn.
away from the gate either way. Okay.
Yeah.
With that, it's the giants. The giant in the darkness, you literally just hear like these gianting yells, swear words that you've never really heard come from giants. By the heat of the forge, like you sometimes, because they're so huge, see like the hands come out of the darkness. They're just trying to like work out what the hell to do. They are completely confused. Not to mention that like they are getting pelted by like stones from the stone giants off further into the battle.
Yeah.
Not enough to deal damage, but enough to distract them. This fire giant will first of all make an attack against Tobias, which is a miss. Just another heavy swing down at Tobias, but he's deft and quick enough to dodge it. And the second attack is also a miss. At this point, the grand strength of this creature, like the sword is digging, like just cracking the obsidian stone beneath your feet, and the sword itself cracks, but never completely. They seem to be incredibly strong stuff, and it's just yelling and exerting itself, trying to get that hit on you. Eleanor, invisible behind said giant.
Yeah.
Oh, not
No
invisible
longer
anymore.
invisible.
Not invisible, but
Longer
behind
invisible.
said giant.
So Bruno
Visible.
just like missed the thing and then just
I'm going to run over here. The so correct me if I'm wrong, but the nibbling entryways are like at the diagonal points, like up here.
No.
no, they're here and
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
I can't even see the one, so I'm assuming it's like way off.
It's
Yeah,
basically at the edge of the map on both the top
Yeah.
and bottom of like this road.
3 in,
So-
3 in from the top, 3 in from the bottom, but yeah, basically right at the edge of the map.
As I run past Barut, I'm going to tell him to get everyone to that one, the closer one, not across the lava pit.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Neither of them are across lava pits.
Like we need to regroup, get everyone over there. I'll hold them up as long as I can.
So yeah, this
I'll
way,
see you later.
this
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
We need more time to prepare.
So
Get
how
everyone
wide were those
over.
things you
Yourself out
said?
of combat.
3 feet square at a glance.
That's gonna be a tight fit.
Bruit's a small boy, he can fit. Virik's a small boy, he can fit.
2 of them are
Then
elves.
we have 2 Vikings.
Right.
yeah. Then we have
Broad-shouldered Vikings.
one of them in full armor. Like you're in full armor, but you're an elf.
Yeah. I'm
Get
sure it'll-
yourselves to the escape point.
Okay.
Is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to attack. Damn it.
Did you?
That's a hit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you do.
Oh, dang, yeah.
There's a big hit too.
Into the kneecap. Shrunk.
And that
Oh!
is not a hit.
Wait, would you have advantage where you are? No, because you moved.
No.
No, I moved. Yeah, as I was talking.
How rude do I want to be? You know what? I'm gonna be half as rude as I kind of want to be. You like see this giant slamming his weapon into the ground and it's starting to crack, and there's a little bit of superiority. But when you swing the first time, you manage to cut through some of the chain. Second time, manages to get an armored gauntlet down just enough that your blade strikes off, and you see a crack run through the greatsword. It doesn't break, but you know it can't take too much of a beating.
Right. All right. Good to know. I will as my item interaction toss Tobias the like potion of giants.
Yeah. Screw it.
I will do that. Yeah, as my like item interaction.
Tobias, she
Communicate
hands
to
you
Barut.
the
Throw that to him.
she hands you throws you the potion.
I just like the idea of him in full rage, just super angry, and then just.
Well, that's the thing. It's like with Tobias' rage because he's a dex-based barbarian, which is so.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of like a quiet, seething rage than a really yelly one.
That's fair, yeah.
But I mean, Vikings are just generally loud, anyways. This is all beside the point.
Now's not
Alright.
the time to take it because we got
No.
through a 3-foot hole.
Yeah, no.
No,
Don't
yeah.
take it now.
No, I wasn't going to. Yeah, no, we're
This thing
trying to get.
it does make you grow.
Are you
'cause,
sure?
No, what you do is you go
I-
into the hole, then take it.
No, no.
All right. First things first, we got to do some attacks, and then it's time to leave. Where's my weapon? There we go.
What you do is when you need to break open the thing, you give
That's
it
a
to a
hit.
meddling.
That
What
is
is in
also a
there?
hit. That
Oh my
surprisingly
God.
is also a hit.
Okay.
Oh my,
Consistency.
that is
key.
very consistent.
Holy
That is
yeah, that's
triple
11.
consistency.
33 damage though. Holy shit.
The increasing attacks, death by 1,000 cuts, makes this giant start to stagger back. But even that, this giant still does not look incredibly injured. Yeah, sure he's bleeding, but like those would be paper cuts to you or me.
And he gets
he's
an attack
gonna-
of opportunity.
yeah. And what's your AC?
19 right now.
He hits a 20.
Good for him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
though.
I knew it would
I'm
be
angry.
close. Yeah, exactly.
No.
So that's 29 slashing damage.
That's exactly my health, but that's cut in half, fortunately. So that's 14.
The second you start to run, it brings the sword down again. Only the sort of curved tip of it actually hits you, but you like roll with it. And keep on running. Okay, Barut. Elnor tells you to.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage then, and run like hell.
The sensible one in the party.
5.
I'm in a rage. What do you want? from me?
And then I'm going to run some more with my movement.
Well, you disengage. A disengage is one square.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, then I go.
But the interesting thing about disengage, which I
I
think
actually didn't know that.
I think I know I forgot as a DM, but we looked it up recently, is that it actually stops all opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just something I think I definitely just glossed over at some
That-
point.
interesting. I did.
So
not
yeah,
know
no,
that.
it's way better for our purposes. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's as far as you can get, unless you want to do something with a bonus action.
I'm actually just looking.
Actually,
at it
Baruit, I'm just going to throw this out there because you might actually notice this. He did use his reaction to attack me.
Oh.
oh, does
And
that
people
does
only
that
have
matter?
one reaction. Yeah.
Unless
Oh. Ooh, then in that case,
You would reasonably
Most
notice that
creatures only have one reaction.
that
Yeah.
that makes sense. Then
you
in
would
that case,
reasonably
I-
be able to notice that he's pretty preoccupied with trying to
And
sway.
it's a fire giant. That's a whole like down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then in that, I actually did not know that creatures only have one reaction. That makes a lot of
Most of the
sense,
time, yeah.
but I did not think about it.
That's definitely
So,
one of
but
those things that
there
bear
are
in mind. I do change stuff like that because I've
Yes.
changed a lot of D&D, but
Of course.
you're good this time.
I will. You know what? It was worth the risk anyways, because then if I went down, I go down. It's fine.
It's
Generally,
your
I think
birthday. It's the
generally
best time to
creatures
go
that
down.
Exactly.
If correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's like generally if creatures have like many multi attacks, then they're just like reaction.
Like hydras.
Well, if that's your turn,
That is my turn.
Virik, you've been told to run.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't see much. Okay, that's.
Yeah, it's right now. All you can see is the type, and the thing is, the only way you really saw it is that it is noticeably made of metal on an obsidian building. You know, it's actually quite flush. I mean, the best way to imagine these hot entryways and things is imagine the vents in Bioshock. It is meant to look pretty, but it's also closed.
Okay, so bonus action. I won't be able to. If I bonus action dash, I won't be able to open that, will I? Or is that
Well, no. Yeah, even a proper door, is usually an action.
Oh, okay. In that case, actually, before.
And
I
right
move,
now,
if I-
now you're close
No,
enough up to
I didn't
see,
know that.
like one of those vents, there's no handles.
Okay, in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna 1, 2, with bonus action dash, right there, and I'm standing up against just.
Yeah, that's the
Turn.
work out what to do
do I-
with it.
But what do I do?
Where's the secret button? Where's the
Because
brick with that
you didn't use your bonus action, did you?
No.
bonus action. Oh wait, no. What? Oh
No,
I
if
didn't.
you
Yeah,
if you
you're
don't want to, are you using your bonus action or not?
right. I don't have anything to really use.
Then can you give me an investigation check?
Oh, that yes. Okay.
Remember that I let you do checks on bonus action.
I actually have forgotten
that's
that as well. This is all great
Yeah.
information. This
Well,
is like
basically,
a-
usually you're like, "Hey, can I try and do this?" And then I'm like, "Well, there, but."
Damn it!
Yeah,
There's a 17.
confusion. Trying to work out what it is.
I'm looking for a brick. That's out of place.
There's no bricks. It's all smooth.
This is just a great representation of Virik when he's in a panic mode. Like,
Yeah,
very much.
100%. Investigation normally not a problem when he's on his terms. When he's in panic mode,
Okay, giants.
Start hitting things. Start
The
hitting.
giant fighting Aelinor is going to swing at her,
Sorry.
and the dog
Daddy.
Bjorn doesn't like it, even though he's way far away.
He's across the world, but just Bjorn has learned how to do sending, and he's sending me and he's barking in my ears.
The first attack is a miss. The second attack is a hit. A lot of overhead swings to fight a creature that's so much smaller than them, which actually means it's easier than a lot of cases to dodge because there's only a. But. So that is going to be 34 slashing damage.
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
it's
god.
It's a lot.
it hits hard,
Yeah, it does.
straight up,
Okay.
like a cleave into you, and then a heavy draw away, which probably does just as much harm as the cutting in. And the other giant, Lost in Darkness, you feel it jump from its platform and land on the street like basically a superhero landing. It shakes the obsidian slightly, and you actually hear the
Did it hurt his
magma.
knees?
Her knees are fine.
Oh, hurting.
Strong knees on giants.
Yeah.
And then start. Moving towards you. Aelinor, it's your turn. After taking that hit,
Here's the question. Do I disengage or do I take a what is it? Defensive action
Dodge, yeah, yeah.
and a dodge. Yeah, dodge action. I think I'm going to take the dodge action
Okay.
and then move in front of Tobias. So I do provoke an attack of opportunity.
I never
But
even
it's
thought about
damage.
using dodge action in that way. That's real neat.
This is okay. This is the best
This-
birthday.
This
present
is
ever.
the strategy
Yeah.
session.
I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Also responsible.
With that,
Before I do
you know, you prepare yourself, you take a breath, and you kind of like roll out of the way like it's freaking Dark Souls, and like he swings at you, but you just manage to, by the nick of your teeth, roll out of the way. At this point, you know, that giant gets back up and kind of looks to his sister-in-arms. They kind of nod and then like prepare to charge at you, seeing in their eyes that you have nowhere to run.
Yeah,
Tobias.
that's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like push Tobias forward, like as I'm like standing in front of him. Move.
Go. Go.
Stop. Attacking. Just go.
All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna go at least this far. How's Virik doing?
He appeared. Virik being there means you can quite clearly see that there's an entrance there. Unfortunately, you also can't see a way to actually access said entrance, just like Virik.
I'm literally gonna run over there and just like my approach to this, I feel is much different than Virik's. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just like punching the wall. Just literally, I guess, still looking for this entrance, but
If you want to give me an investigation, you can. If you want to
Yeah.
try and actually straight up punch the door, you also can.
But don't.
It's metal.
You're low on
That would be
health.
an athletics check instead. Which you
I
do have
guess I'll do
advantage
that
on.
because I'm in a rage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
what? Fair.
And that's
Honestly.
abnormal.
I just
Would
wanted
you
to like
switch?
rip it off.
Would you switch places with Virik for this, or do you not have the movement for that?
If he's willing and able,
Yeah.
and that's a thing that's possible.
When you see angry Tobias just barreling down, you barrel over straight up, like see there's no entrance, kick the
So, yeah,
thing,
you go down.
and the multiple facets of the door, tiny gears and all, just burst inwards into this dark little tunnel, which then is lit up at the end.
Yeah, I feel like I just run over and like grab Virik and like move him, and it's just like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hell yeah,
door's open.
indeed.
I
Baruch.
can get in.
That's my turn.
I can get in there.
It
you
is going
can?
to be a squeeze, but that's fine.
Remember, whoever goes in first is probably going to have to stay first. Like, we're not getting past each other in there.
That's actually a very, very good point.
I can see
it
it.
does look like it opens up after a few feet, so I'm actually okay doing that.
Okay, cool. Can you get all the way out?
No, I can get to there.
If you wait, I can probably go into the other room for you.
Yeah, because
I have a
are
lot
you
of-
are you going half speed to squeeze? By the way,
Ooh. Yes.
you're going. It's a 3 feet tunnel, so you're.
Yes, true. So then I can get to here.
Oh, I didn't.
Also, I do see something that's slightly concerning in there.
One moment.
It's a fire thing. Surprise, surprise.
Oh.
Perhaps a fiery orb that might have been scouting earlier.
Oh, fuck.
Based on the
get-
sheet.
We have no idea how strong those things are because we
Correct. We avoided them
avoided
by
them.
falling
Well,
off of a mountain.
Avoided.
Look, we avoided them by falling off of the mountain. That's what happened.
They assumed you were dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So not
They
surprising.
straight up
honestly.
assumed you were dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I actually am currently rolling initiative for them. I just totally forgot their decks.
I am very glad that that is actually what it is, because that token is great, by the way. Very.
I
very
made it
evocative
special.
of that. Yeah, very evocative of the creature that you described before. I'm very happy to see it in token form.
All right, I'm going to do this, and then it is Barut's turn, and you manage to get inside the tunnel, and then I imagine you even say that you kind of see something
Yeah.
through, like, it's one of those, you can tell it opens up into a bigger, grander cavern. You can even see the stonework that makes up the floor in the next chamber being intricate and well detailed, and then another, like, tight little nibbling tunnel. And that's what you see. You actually see one of those obsidian orbs blaze up with light and fire, and the kind of tendrils kind of stretch out from it, and it is going to
Problem. We have a problem.
fly this way.
Oh, fuck.
Fly this way. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And it gets that far, which gives you a much better image of it, but it doesn't get all the way close.
This is a problem. Or
And
fuck.
next up is Virik.
But I can't get past him, can I?
It would
You're the only one who could get past me.
Yeah, I would say, like, in this situation, acrobatics to try and get past someone.
Okay.
It's not going to be a super hard one, but yeah, it would be an exertion.
1, 3, 4, 5,
And
6.
uncomfortable for all parties involved. Because bear in mind, this stone tunnel is incredibly hot.
And Burwit's in metal armor, which is also very hot.
Oh, my, and it has to be disadvantaged as well because exhaustion. Oh no.
Luckily, the DC is very low. You do manage to squeeze past. Now remember, you're going at half speed through this little tunnel.
7,
That's
8,
fine.
9, 10. So then I'd have to dash.
That
So
seems safe into an area that we know nothing about, other than that there's a fire.
look, what the issue is, if it comes into this tube, we are fucked.
And the orb itself is only very small. It's less than a foot big. The creature is bigger, but the like central orb of it is very small. So it could easily fly in.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
not once. Do not.
You know, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. It's not good.
I noticed
Wait, how-
another giant on the initiative order.
Okay, wait. So,
Surprising that there are more
1,
giants
2,
in this stronghold.
4,
That
5,
seems
6,
just so
7, 8,
unlikely,
9,
given
10,
the
11,
location.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Why would they have people inside the buildings? That's right. Just crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Who
So
does
I have. Oh, okay. Okay. I can get. I have to go here and attack. Oh, no, I can't attack it, so I'm just engaging it now.
You run up to this thing enough to like its attention whisks away, and hey Tesh, guess what noise it makes? Sounds like Regirock from the
That's
anime. This kind of weird alien robotic noise as it turns, and then there's the blazing of fire inside. And I totally forgot to turn on my lava sound effects this stream. Oh my god.
How could you?
They're on now.
On my
And
birthday, no.
I would yell out that there's another one of the orbs in here, and then
there's
that's-
another one
Okay.
chasing down the hallway, like flying down max speed. And next up is some wee beasties.
These days.
Oh, I knew that.
A
tunnel was too good to be
Nebbling
true.
runs out of the tunnel.
Yeah, but you can take like 20 of these on your own, Virik. You're fine.
When I'm not also taking on
Barking
the orb.
in giant.
What's he barking?
Basically commands that, like, you know,
Oh, okay.
gather the others, stuff like that.
Oh
Those
no,
Great tokens.
they are. I love.
Did you update all your tokens?
I basically am starting to make tokens for, like, whatever the bad guys are. I actually made a giant token, but I made it too late to add it to today's stream.
Because I'm really enjoying the tokens that are showing up today, and
It's nice to have actually accurate tokens. I'll zoom in when they start killing you.
It's really awesome.
Oh,
And Tesh, you hear the pitter-patter of more tiny nibbling feet. And actually, it's the
lots of
feet
that.
and the knuckles, because they walk on their knuckles as well. So they like it's like a clanking noise going through the metal of the tunnels. Next
I also
up are
don't know
the
that
fire.
Lots of grey goblins.
Well, you know they're nebblings.
they're called Neblings. We've been
Oh.
over this. They're
Well, you
goblins-
fought them before. You know that they're great goblins worth
Yeah.
the giants. whether they're Neblings or not.
I don't know the name, so I'm just yelling out Grey Goblins.
The giant is going. The one that fought Aelinor sees that you're starting to get into the tunnel, and is going to throw, like, straight up, grip down into a paving slab, pull it out of the ground, and throw it. It has disadvantage, which is exactly what you needed, because that chunk of obsidian smashes into the wall right above you and does... I mean, obviously, there's now chunks of obsidian raining down on you and rock dust and stuff, but it does superficial damage at best. The other one... just sprints.
Ooh, do I get attack of opportunity after that one?
No, he ran.
No,
space
one
right.
space removed.
That asshole.
I
You're
watched
welcome.
it happen, and I'm like,
You're
oh,
welcome.
It was so close. It's so close.
Aelinor, between two giants, the giantess is running up deliberately to stop you. For the record, because this might be valid for your strategy, the other entrance is up this way, like up the street.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over there. And I'm not going to attack. I'm going to heal.
Okay.
For 26. That's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Tobias.
Well, so a quick question for one: is squeezing considered difficult terrain, or is that a separate thing?
Difficult terrain. I mean, it's also a separate thing, so you could have both, but you don't.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So the reason I ask is because as a ranger, I ignore difficult terrain.
Nah, you don't ignore squeezing.
That's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
If it was okay.
What if you're a ranger like of the mountains? Would you allow it?
Nah.
I feel like I'm squeezing through
This
mountains.
is not squeezing through a tiny cave. This is squeezing through a tiny, like, metal tunnel. And half that low down speed is it's red hot, you know.
Gotcha.
And then you go to acrobatics if you want to get past Barut.
Oh, I can't because that's 20 feet of movement. I'm gonna take out my longbow though and shoot this eyeball twice, or shoot at it twice.
Barut, squeeze over.
I'm just gonna lie down as flat as possible, and he's gonna go over my back and use me as a stabilizer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mad Max it. Mad Max it.
Yeah,
I'm down.
This
That's
is
the
fun.
right amount of silliness I want in my D&D.
Yeah. Tobias
That is a
just
hit.
lying on my back a little bit.
The second one is a miss.
Okay. And I guess I might as well use my bonus action to put my Slayer's Prey on that too, just because I'm not using it for anything else.
Damn.
You
11.
notice that you hit the orb bang on. But like the 10-inch sized orb in the middle. You hit it bang on, but of course it's an orb of obsidian. That arrow bounces off, denting the thing and making it kind of wibble wobble in space, but it doesn't do much damage.
Okay.
And next up is Barut.
Who is going to continue to squeeze through said tunnel and can move a total of 3 spaces, which is not all the way out of the tunnel.
You're walking through the entire thickness of the outer walls. Aren't you glad you didn't try and smash the outer wall?
Yes.
Yeah, that's ooh.
I am going to dash for my action. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. And that's
Yes.
my turn.
I am happy
Okay.
with this.
I thought you might be
I also have a real dumb decision, but it also might work out much better for us.
fair.
The blazing eye. We'll sort of start wheeling around. Oh, I totally forgot about a rule. Hey, Virik and Barut, you both take fire damage for standing within the blazing eye.
Fuck.
But,
Okay. That's
Virik,
good to
you
know.
take 4 damage. Barut, you take 3. It's at the end of your turn, so it's fair to realize.
I
Then
should be standing a step back because I'm still a threat from there.
the creature will make a
Now you
lash
know.
attack. Actually, both against Barut. What's your
19.
AC right now?
19.
Are you sure your AC is not 8? Because I hit an 8.
Hold on. Let me just double check for you. Just one moment. No, it is
The
19.
second attack also doesn't hit a 19. Like, the first one, it like kind of has these almost tendrils of fire that like whip out. First one is just completely wide because you're like getting into position. The second one, you manage to throw your shield in the way. The second Blazing Eye actually continues charging down the corridor towards you. Only gets up to there.
Oh.
Virik, your turn.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I was originally planning to attack the orb, and then the like for most of my attack. Then the goblin wants to get around him. I might have to try and go through the goblin, so I don't like
To be
have
fair,
attack all three.
It is a goblin.
You may kill it too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I think. Unfortunately. So. No, I have the spear now.
The first one
one
is
of
a miss. The Nebbling managed to throw their... you're attacking a Nebbling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it managed to throw its like tiny buckler shield in the way. Second one is a hit.
I'm gonna have to
Okey-dokey.
punch the Nebbling as well. If I do that, I get an attack of opportunity. You know what? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna punch the flaming orb, which is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna punch it.
I see what you're doing.
I actually
It's
kind
a
of
miss. Yeah.
Good. Okay. I am going to try and do the thing where you go through the space like
Yeah,
that.
give me an acrobatics check. A tumble.
The tumble. That's the one.
You absolutely tumbled. 21 versus a 6. The Nebbling is just sort of like a... You're just way too fast, and also there's kind of like this after image of shadow that you're leaving because you're just incredibly dodgy and incredibly fast by now. It's too much.
This is gonna
for a little
suck,
Nebbling.
but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and block the tunnel.
Okay.
It's where the Nebblings are coming from.
The Nebbling in the tunnel runs up and is gonna attack you. What's your AC?
It is 15.
It hits.
Yep.
And it deals one of these. It's going to deal 9 damage to you, attacking you with just its pick. And the one behind you kind of got hit by that, and then also is kind of staggered by the heat of the blazing eye, and will straight up chase after you and trying to attack you as
that's what I was
well.
expecting.
Which is a hit.
This one's gonna.
for...
Yeah, this one's gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit you for 10 damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. Then. Next up are the giants outside. That's right, there's a lot of moving parts today. The one that was trying to not chase after you, but stop you before you got in the tunnel, is stopped by Aelinor. That giantess is going to just wheel around and swing at you with her sword.
Did she not?
She
do
does.
something else instead?
No. The first attack hits, the second attack misses.
Alright, great. That's cool.
For 27 damage.
Well, thankfully I healed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. It's fine.
Yep.
Super fine.
The other
The damages
giant
are much smaller in here. Come in here.
actually runs up to the gate and starts banging on it, yelling in giant. It's like, there's creatures going inside! Beasts running inside! But there's just such a din of the battle going on that seems unanswered. And next up is your turn, Eleanor.
Alright. Do I double move and take the hit, or do I use the dodge action? I think I'm gonna use the dodge action. So I'm gonna go 5 times 15, 20, 25, 30. And take the dodge action.
Okay.
rather take the attack of opportunity.
We won't get an attack of opportunity this turn because you kind of ended in her space, but you'll get the dodge
Well,
action
no,
against her.
if I double moved instead.
Oh yeah,
I
for
would
sure,
have, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
So instead, I'm choosing the single move and dodge.
yeah, carefully placing your steps around the creature. Less so careful is Tobias.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna reach into my quiver for the +1 arrow that I have, and shoot at this eye with that, and hope that that does something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. Longbow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. Fortunately, Garbo damage roll. Okay damage roll. It's even
11 again, because the +1.
Oh, that's right.
better. That's fine.
Consistency is key. Consistency is key.
Actually funny.
The mighty
Yeah.
11.
That one is magic damage. And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
I will shoot it again.
Pierces the arrow pierces the orb in the center of the creature.
Okay, and then I'll shoot it again just with a normal one.
It's a hit.
Consistency.
Consistency is key.
Right?
Oh.
Okay. And then I'm gonna move 10, 20, 30. Okay.
Brute.
I am going to do something, and I don't know if it's going to work. On this bad boy here, this orb, I am going to cast Dispel Magic.
Ooh. Can you give me a check for that? Your spellcasting ability check.
Yes. 1 moment.
I like the idea. I like your
How-
style.
How do?
Basically, you just
roll?
you no. So you're a wisdom-based caster, right?
Yes. So
Just
should
do
I
a wisdom ability check. Yeah. With that, you quickly come to this conclusion that clearly these are magical constructs. Try to suck the magic out of the creature, and straight up, this one's flying up. Just all the fire goes out in the creature, and it just rolls like a good
Awesome.
while. And actually, that straight up kills the thing. You know, it there's no like fire lingering inside it. It's just a obsidian orb that just rolls until it hits.
That was
the
a good
back
idea.
wall.
That was a really good idea.
That was real good, yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Now what?
Now the question is, what do I do about the one right in front of me? Do I move out of the way and take an attack of opportunity, but not take the damage from standing in the eye, or do I just stand in the eye and
It's
take?
going to move up 2 anyway, I think.
That's kind of my thought process, and it's going to hit me regardless. I think next turn, which is next. So I think I am probably going to go down next turn, but in the meantime, I'm going to try and hit it with my whip. Because my whip is
It's a
magical.
magical weapon.
Magical, yeah.
I
Oh,
do not.
Unfortunately, it's a very small target, and you just got this
Well,
whip.
Brand new.
it's like whip cracks above,
Look,
whip cracks
I've
below.
only hit things with it from the 10-foot distance. The close range is a little bit more finicky. And I can't do that anyways this turn because Dispel Magic is an action, so it didn't ignore that roll.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
It didn't.
Do you want to do any? You got any bonus actions you want to take?
No. Yes,
Okay.
but no. Yes, but I don't. I'm not going to.
The remaining blazing eye, not staggered even slightly, but you're just destroying another one because it is just a construct. Kind of
I
makes
have
that
to ask, how much damage do I take from standing in the eye at the end of my turn?
6
Thank you.
fire
am
damage. The blazing eye, it makes that kind of strange alien noise again and whips at you once. Eric, see? We'll move our cameras in a sec. We knew there's things going on. And the second attack actually does hit home. It's actually great because we're going to go on break right after this turn. And is going to hit. And like, you're using a whip. So you appreciate how much power is behind a whip. It ends up dealing 5 fire damage to you.
God damn it. I had 4 health.
Oh no! And with that, there's just this fiery crack, and there's a tumble as Brute goes down, and then we're gonna take a quick break.
Rip.
So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Oh.